it's Cassie. So we are back for another episode today of helping you through math with Math Quiz RGB. You might see my cat go in and out of frame a little bit. She has suddenly decided she doesn't want to leave me alone today. So, anyways, day 2, proportions, and I hope y'all are just excited as me to learn these. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin this and unpin me. And remember, you might see my cat moving around. Just ignore her. I promise it'll be good. So let's start with a real world example of these. If 2 pencils cost $1, how much would 10 pencils cost, right? Well, if you try to do that math a little bit, you'll realize that you were using proportions. So I promise by the end of this video, you'll be able to do those easy peasy, no matter what you're looking for, baking ingredients, cost, or even maps. Isn't that fun? Okay, so let's start with what is a proportion? So a portion says that 2 ratios are equal. An everyday example of something like this would be 2 cups of sugar makes 10 cookies. So how much would 18 cookies make? Or 1 inch represents 5 miles. How many miles are in 3 inches? So let's try to solve one of those. So let's see. If 2 cups make 12 cookies, how much for 18 cookies? So you're going to notice that on this side, I'm going to put my cookies. And on this side, I'm going to put my cups of sugar. I'm just going to write cups, right? So some of you may understand the method I'm about to use, and that's going to be the butterfly method. So we're going to use the butterfly method and go like this to multiply it out. So what's 12 times x? 12x. And what's 18 times 2? 36, right? So when we divide by 12, we find out that 18 cookies takes 3 cups, right? So that's pretty fun. That's a nice example of what we can do with proportions. So I'm going to move on to another example. So another example of proportions would be 2 over 3 is equal to x over 12. So let's work through this one together. 3 times x is, I'm going to mark this down, equals to 2 times 12, which that would be, you guessed it, 24. So now we want to solve for that x to understand our proportion. So when we divide by 3, we get that x is equal to 8. So in this case, 3 is equal to 12 and 2 is equal to 8. Excuse me there. So let's try another example, and I want you to try to solve this one on your own. 5 over x is equal to 20 over 12. So I'm going to give you a second to work it out here. Pause the video if you think you need some time. Okay, ready? 20 times x is equal to, sorry, I'm pulling my calculator here, 5 times 12, which is 60. You got that right as well. So now we need to divide by 20. So what does x give us? 3, correct. Oh, I don't know if you can see my cat. She's dilly-dallying in the corner here. Hi, Coco. So x is equal to 3. Good job, guys. So now I want to try some word problems out of you guys. Hopefully this has been enough practice for you to get a little bit of a hang of it. So let's try out a word problem. If a car travels 180 miles on a 6-gallon tank of gas, comma, how much would it be able to travel on 10 gallons? Okay, pretty simple one. Don't let the words freak you out. So first, let's look at all of our buzzwords. So we know that a car, oopsie, We'll ignore that. We know that a car travels 180 miles on a 6-gallon tank, right? So we want to know how much it would travel with 10 gallons. So I'm going to give you second steps proportion. You got this. Okay, let's check it out. So I'm going to put my gallons on this side and my miles on this side. And put a little equal sign. So I'm going to put my 6 gallons on this side, and that's equal to 180 miles, right? So also on this side, I'm going to put my 10 gallons. And what we're looking for is how long would that be able to travel, right? So let's start solving this. I'm going to use yellow. 6 times x. So 6x is equal to 10 times 80. 10 times 180. Sorry, thinking about that. That's going to be 1800, right? So now to continue solving for x, we must divide by 6, right? So this car will be able to last 300 miles. Good job, guys. So I'm sure y'all did great on that one. So I have another word problem for you. So let's see how you guys do on that one. A map shows 1 inch equals 8 miles, comma, how many miles is 2.5 inches? Okay, you got this. I'm going to give you a chance to set it up and unpause the video when you've got that. Okay, so hopefully we're back. So we're going to first look at what we have. 1 inch is equal to 8 miles and 2.5 inches. So I'm going to choose my left side to be my inches, my right side to be my miles, right? So 1 inch is equal to 8 miles. We know that. 1 inch is equal to 8 miles. So now we have 2.5 inches. And what we're solving for is how many miles is that? So now I'm going to give you a second to solve. Come back to me when you've solved. Go. Come back to me when you've solved. Okay, hopefully you had enough time there. Pause the video. So we're first going to do 8 times 2.5, which is going to be 20, is equal to x. So 2.5 inches is equal to 20 miles. Great, right? So now that we've gotten a good hang of those word problems, I want to do our ritual of common mistakes that we want to avoid. Oh, hello. Common mistakes. So, first of all, we definitely do not want to mix up our numbers when we do our ratios. That can just look like you accidentally put something in the wrong spot, or you accidentally mess up and like maybe type in a wrong number. So overall, just be careful. You also don't want to forget to cross multiply properly. So when you do this, basically just remember your butterfly method and always do your x. Don't try to multiply across or like up and down, because that'll just throw your numbers completely off. I'm sure you guys got that one pretty well. And lastly, make sure you treat it like it's just any other equation and you don't get confused, and treat it like division, right? So don't start like mixing up everything and just basically make it a jumbled mess. I'm sure that you guys have got everything, and I just want to give you some more. I want to give you some more real life applications. So you'll use things like this in cooking, shopping, maps and models. Speed. If we want to go from kilometers per hour to miles per hour. So overall, this is a really important topic, and I hope you guys were able to learn pretty good today. So remember, proportions are just a fun way to express ratios, and don't get yourself caught up in them. Hit the like button and subscribe. So some of y'all watching this, I'll see you in my next lessons, and for the rest of you, see you in the next video. Bye. Oops.